So generally we have one is natural magnets, second one artificial magnets. Natural and artificial magnets. So natural, it's a nature. Okay, in the nature we got that is called as a natural. Then what about artificial? Artificial nothing but man-made one, man-made materials, means man is making it as like a again like a magnet. So the material which can be changed into a magnet, that we call it as a artificial magnet. So why we should go for artificial magnet? Why can't we use only natural magnet? So natural magnets are not that much magnetic property, their strength will be less, but artificial magnets are more strong in magnetic nature. And one more, magnetic natural magnets cannot be converted into different shapes, like that lodestone when you take it, okay, or magnetite Fe3O4 magnetite when you take it, and when you cut into a particular shape you may not get the shape, like it is going to break into different size of pieces. But we can make our own shape magnets with the help of artificial magnets. So that is the main intention to get into artificial magnets. So where we use these artificial magnets? So generally in all electrical and electronic oriented gadgets, materials, okay, like television, radio, okay, mobiles, telephones, okay. So in all these we are going to use this. So according to that shape, according to that place, we are going to prepare the artificial. So what are the names of artificial magnets? They are number one, bar magnet. So bar magnet will be in the form of like a bar, and the one side we will write like okay, and also second one U-shaped magnet. So in the name itself it will be in the shape of U. So that's why it is called as a U-shaped magnet. And also cylindrical magnet, and one more like a dumbbell magnet. So according to our wish we can create different types of artificial magnets. Okay, so magnets are two types, and the magnets have two properties. Generally magnet is having two property, one is directive property, one more is attractive property. And magnets are types of magnets, we have artificial magnet and one more is natural magnet. Okay, so generally why we won't use natural magnets? Because it is not that much strong in nature, strong in the sense magnetic nature, okay, not that much attractive comparing to the artificial. So now by which materials we are going to prepare artificial magnets? So generally the material which is going to attract towards the magnet, such a type of materials are used for the natural artificial magnets. So what are the examples? So first one, iron, okay, steel, iron, steel, nickel, copper, and also some of the alloys So alloys also act as a best magnets, best artificial magnets. So what is alloy? Alloy is nothing but group of some metals. Okay, so the main best alloy in the magnetism is that is called as alnico. Alnico we will say. What is alnico? A, it stands for aluminium, nickel and cobalt. Okay, so when these three are added, it is a very strong, very strong artificial magnet. Okay, so next, so these alloys are generally called as ferromagnetic substances. Ferromagnetic substances. Okay, so all alloys comes under ferromagnetic substances. They are very strong in nature. So next we will see the poles of a magnet. Okay, so generally magnet contains two poles. One is called as north pole and one is called as a south pole. So when we observe, when you suspended a magnet, when you suspended freely a magnet, what happened? It was coming into the rest towards one geographical direction. So generally, okay, so generally we know geographical directions north, south, east, west. So when it is suspended freely, it is coming and stopping in one particular direction. So towards, if it is stopping towards north, then it is called as a north pole, and if it is stopped towards the south, then it is called as a south pole. Okay, so these are the two poles. Generally it contains, one is a north pole and one is south pole. So is it clear? Okay. So next, one more property is how to make a normal iron material or a non-magnet into a magnet. Okay. So a non-magnet converted into a magnet. So generally we go with two types. Okay. So making a material into a magnet means how a artificial magnet can be created or made. Okay, so one is take a natural ball magnet or a magnet and take one iron material, rub this iron material in this upon the natural one or maybe any other previously made artificial also. Here it is not at all compulsory that always it is a natural one. Okay, so just to take one magnet. Okay, so I can write as like a, I mentioned a north south magnet here. Okay, maybe a natural or a artificial. So when you take a iron material and rub, the direction should be north to south. It should move from north to south. After coming up to here, you have to lift it. Like I will show you. Assume this is a iron. Okay, a piece of iron. So you have to touch like this. You have to go upon this. Then you have to lift it. After lifting, again start from the north pole. So continuously by rubbing like that, it may become into a magnet. Okay. And second method is, you can do, you can make the material as a magnet, okay, but for a temporary purpose with the help of electricity. Okay. So that we call it as electromagnet. So electromagnet means using the electricity and making into or showing the property like a magnet. Okay. So how we have to do this? So how to do electromagnet? So for example, with me one iron nail is there. Okay. This is a iron nail. So for this, now this iron nail is going to become like a magnet. So what I have to do is, I have to take a copper wire. Okay. So I have to turn this, I have to make a number of turns. Okay. And the ends of this wire should be connected to a battery. Okay. So when I connect it for a battery, now what is happening? The current is flowing in this. Okay. So normally current is moving in this. Okay. So by this we can't observe anything. We can't know whether it became a magnet or not. Now what I have to do is, I have to bring a small iron pieces. Similar kind of small iron pieces. So when I bring these iron pieces, all the pieces are going to attach. Okay. So here it may attach for the iron nail. Now when I stop the current, like for example here I am maintaining a switch. Okay, if I disconnect, if I switch off, means when there is no current, what will happen is, all these nails are going to fall down. Means it is losing its property. So that's why it is called as a temporary. It is a temporary magnet. Means whenever there is current is present, then only it will act like a magnet, and remaining time it may not be like a magnet. So where we use, why this kind of nature, okay, or where we use this kind of nature? So generally, if you observe any cranes which is lifting the heavy materials, okay, so what they do is, first for that crane or for that hook or for that one, they will allow electromagnetism property. Electromagnetic property means current will be passed. At that time, this hook or anything may act like a magnet. Then there will be any iron material will be present. Okay, so that iron material is going to attach for that, and what they will do, they will lift from one place and it will be taken to another place. Then they will not allow the current, means power supply will be stopped. At that time what will happen? It may not act like a magnet, then immediately it falls down. So from one place it is going to lift it and it is going to place. Or not only that, if you take the example of scrap, okay, so in the scrap you want to find out some of the iron materials. So what they do, first they will allow the current to this, okay, so in that they try to move it. At that time it will act like a magnet, then all the iron materials will be attached to that. Then afterwards in another place they will switch off this current, okay, then the materials, iron materials are going to fall in the same places. So this is the method, okay. So there are two methods, and one more method is also there. What is that? If you keep a magnet, if you take a magnet and nearer to this, if you keep any iron material, okay, so after some days it is also going to become like a magnet. Okay, it is also show you the magnetic property. But here the magnetic property will be very less. But when you do with the first method by rubbing, when you rub with the iron material to a magnet. Okay, so that magnetic property will be more, it will act like a strong magnet comparing to the remaining situations. Okay, is it clear? So at last we will see one more property of magnetism, that is electromagnetic induction. Okay, sorry, only magnetic induction we will see. So it is also one more method, one more way of making a iron or making a normal material into a magnet. Okay, so up to now we observed two methods. One is direct contact, one is allowing the current to pass through that iron material. Then both they became like a magnet. Now without contact, without touching, okay, without touching, a magnet is going to a iron material is going to become like a magnet. So that property we call it as induction. Actually it is called like induced, get affected. Sometimes we may be get affected or try to act like our teachers, parents. Okay,